that last run was really disappointing. That last 2 runs. I don't know what's going on. I'm just sucking dick. I'm in a real slump. Let's do that again. I refuse. I love Judas. Not the biblical character, but I love this character in Binding of Isaac. Oh, I didn't talk about songs for like the last 2 videos. Well, I guess I talked about some K-pop songs in the last one, huh? I took damage already. What the fuck? What the fuck? Some people like to restart runs when, like when they take damage like that. I ain't a pussy. I'll play it through to the end. Gotta put this one right here. Watch this guy get fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, son. You better watch out. You better watch out, fly. Yeah. So yeah, let's talk for. Oh my god. I'm gonna wait for a bomb for this one. I don't want to take damage. Especially a whole fucking heart of damage. What is that? Oh, I look like a charity case? Donate to your charity today. I'm a good advertiser, aren't I? Huh. Oh, don't step into that fire. Oh, your farts are really powerful. Oh, farted is now. Oh, whale's real stinky. Oh, shit! There goes my spirit heart. I should stop playing like an asshole, huh? How did I not die there? I'm not complaining. Oh, whoa. I'm just playing so badly, I don't know why. I don't know why, guys. Thank you for a bomb. Now I can get a punching bag. Might as well explore this room up here. Today, let's talk about, oh, hey, look at that. Let's talk about Magic the Gathering. Because it'll help to, sort of illustrate some of the items in this game. As far as I'm aware, Edmund McMillan, the creators of this game, is a very avid fan of Magic the Gathering. So am I, to a lesser degree though. I don't really play, I don't really collect the actual real life cards. I do play the online games though. I played Magic Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014, 2015. I played Magic Duels, the new one, Origins. These are good games, man. I really like Magic the Gathering. It all started when I was a wee lad. Oops, I should turn this on. When I was a wee lad, me and my brother and a couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started causing trouble in my neighborhood, and I got in one little duel. My mom got scared and said, "I'm gonna buy you a Magic starter pack." I was like, "Thank you, Mom." Oops. And so yeah, no, but basically, here's a story time, I guess, of my own personal life. I'm not gonna do this very often, so you better perk your ears, motherfucker. When I was a kid, so my brother had some friends at school, and they played Magic, and then my brother tried to explain it to me, but I was only like in grade 4, grade 3. So I didn't understand anything he was telling me. I was like, what? What is this, tapping? What? Turning cards sideways? What is this? Huh? That makes no sense. And, you know, so then my brother's telling me about these cards. So around the time, basically, that we started playing, me and my brother started playing, it was around, it's known as the Odyssey block, around 2000. It was after the, it was basically the start of a new block. You know, Magic has, like, sort of separated storylines in their decks to sort of give some lore to the cards that they produce in that set. So there was like, you know, they have some classic stories. So basically, Odyssey was like the start of a new one. They just finished one called the story of Urza and the Weatherlight. Which is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna drop it because it sucks. So Urza and the Weatherlight. The story of a guy with a fucking sky ship like in Guns of Icarus, and he has a whole crew of people, and then he gotta destroy this guy called Yawgmoth. So he got this dude who was actually Urza, the greatest planeswalker of all time, but he didn't present himself as Urza. He was like, "I'm a seer and I'm fucking blind." He was blind though. He was blind. And yeah, so then they went on a cruise, and then Urza built a golem called Karn, the silver golem. And then he was like, okay, we need a I have an ultimate weapon to defeat Yawgmoth. And then they were like, oh shit, boy, what is it? Give me that shit. And they were like, actually, it's Karn. I was like, what? Like Karn was the weapon or something. And then so then they got the weapon, which is Karn. And then it was also like Urza's fucking head or something. Like Urza got like, decapitated at one point. But then he was still alive. I don't know. That was really confusing. I don't understand the story. There's a lot of magic in that story. A lot of coke, a lot of weed, a lot of cocaine. Yeah, so something like he got decapitated, but his head was part of the weapon. And then in the end, him and Gerard sacrificed themselves to seal off Yawgmoth forever. Happy endings. So basically, that started the Odyssey. Odyssey happened after that. Or sort of like, well, you know, it was released after that. I don't know chronologically, it's technically after the story of Gerard Capuchin and his crew of the Weatherlight. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you should Google it. It's actually pretty interesting. It's nice. Let's go into the no, let's not go into the shop. Because I don't have keys. So yeah, Odyssey was like the story of a pit fighter called Kamal and a clan of assholes called the what are they called, huh? The Cabal. That's what they were called. And it's talked about Kamal the pit fighter and his sister, Jisha? I forget. Oh, nice try. Jesha, I think. And then it's really weird. Like Jesha died, and then she became. They reincarnated her as Corona or something. They reincarnated. They like took Phage, like the Untouchable, and they fused her with Jesha and Jessica, and then they made Corona or something. Like, see, like the stories, they sound like I am having a hallucinogenic dream, but you know, it's actually pretty interesting. But anyways, so around that age, me and my brother, you know, I was mostly my brother though, because I was like, fuck! That's what I was like. I was like, fuck, shit, god damn it. I'm just playing like terribly, aren't I? Oh shit. Stop doing that. Let's not talk about that. 11 seconds. That's a world record. Who made those small ass rooms? I'm gonna find them and I'm gonna eat their kidneys. Oh! You shit! Okay, anyways, that's enough anger from me. Gotta go to anger management school now. So yeah, so basically my brother and I started playing Magic around that age. And then, you know, my parents were very adamant people about sort of working for your rewards. So, you know, me and my brother, I only have one brother, we worked for our rewards. And eventually, my brother got a deck first because he played a lot of piano or something. That's a common tactic for reward. Me and my brother played piano, so my mom would be like, okay, if you play like 100 hours of piano in a month, I'll get you a magic deck. So I was like, damn son, that's a good deal. But it wasn't for me though, it was for my brother. Yeah, but then so we did that, and then actually my brother did that, and he got a deck. I still remember from the Odyssey set. It was Trounce-O-Matic. It was a blue-green deck that focused on a mechanic called Threshold, which is actually still in play in some of the cards today. It's basically your cards have an additional effect if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Very interesting mechanic. Sort of emphasized discarding cards really early on. So there's a lot of cards in that deck that discarded cards, like Wild Mongrel, a 2/2 green for 1 and 1 green. What do they call that? Like 1G? 1G. 1 gangster. In terms of mana cost. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, once again, you should look into Magic. It's a fun game. It's also a very long-standing card game. It's older than Yu-Gi-Oh! At least. But I mean, come on, it was around since the 90s. It's very old. So yeah, Trounce-O-Matic, a blue-green deck. And it was a cool deck, and I was like, damn, this is a cool deck. And my brother's teaching me how to play. and it was a cool deck, man. And this fly won't come out of there. Come on now. Alright, oh my god. Are you serious right now? Come on, get out of there. 10 years later, I'm still gonna be. Oh my god. Who made this room? Okay, I'm just gonna wait for him to fly over here. So let's talk about that magic deck, huh? So yeah, Trounce-O-Matic, it was a blue-green deck. So basically my brother got a deck, and for about a few months, or maybe a year even, come on, fly over a bit more. There we go. So yeah, so my brother had this deck, and oh my! So my brother had this deck, and you know, we would play it, and I was like, damn, I'd like a deck of my own, but then, you know, I had to work for it. But I didn't really actually have, I got cheated out of it. We were getting glasses for myself one day, and I was a real piece of shit back then. I was like, I want these glasses that are clip-on sunglasses things. Those look cool, man. And my parents were like, what the fuck? Those cost like an extra $1,000. You think I got that sort of money? And I was like, oh yeah, good point. That's like a lot of money for glasses. So then my dad made me a deal. He said, okay, buy a cheaper set of glasses and I'll get you a Magic starter deck, which was $15 at the time. Fuck this guy. I'm gonna restart this because that is stupid. Who the fuck designed that room? Anyways, so yeah. That was a good, man, I had stem cells. You piece of shit. Anyways, yeah, so I got a deck. I still remember that day we went to the Magic card store. It was a little dingy little shop, but to me it was the world. You know, back then it was. When you're a kid, you know, you look back on it and you're like, this is a piece of shit store. But then you look back on it at the time, you know, very fond memories. It was a dingy little store, but to me it was like, it was crazy because, you know, they had cards everywhere. And I was like, wow, this is some good shit. And I still remember because we went there, and then my brother got his friend was there basically, that another friend that played Magic too, and then he was like, hey man, and then the guy showed me, apparently he only had fucking 3 decks. Like, there was one from Judgment, the set called Judgment, one from a set called whoa, it wasn't called whoa, give me a second. Okay, so it was one from Judgment, and one from Odyssey, and one from Torment. So basically, each set in Magic has each block, I should say, in Magic has 3 sets in it. So it's oh, that was a cool dodge, huh? You could die. Thank you. Oh, oops. So yeah, that is basically the Odyssey set. There's like a, you know, it's like a beginning, middle, end. It's like Lord of the Rings. It's a trilogy in the story too. So that, wow, that's useful. So yeah, it was a good. So basically, Odyssey is the first part, Torment was the second part, and Judgment was the climax. Because I also climaxed in my pants. So I looked at the decks, and I think the Odyssey one was like blue-red. It's called 1-2 Punch, if I remember. And the other one, the Judgment one, was a white-green deck called Spectral Slam. It focused on Phantom cards that only +1/+1 counters. They're 0/0 creatures, and they had counters, and every time you deal damage to them, you take off counters instead of just dealing damage. Very interesting mechanic. And then there was the black and green deck from Torment. I really like Torment as a set because I like black as a mana color in Magic. It's a very interesting mechanic, you know, sacrifice your own life and your own creatures to gain advantages, and hopefully, basically it's like kill your opponent before you kill yourself. It's a very interesting style of play, and I like that. I unlocked the cellar. That's a bad thing actually. I don't want that. I wish I didn't unlock that. It's made the game harder. Dog treat. Dog snack. So yeah, man, and yeah, so I picked the deck. It was called Insanity because the mechanic prevalent in that deck was called Madness, and it was a mechanic where fuck you. It was a mechanic where fuck you. That's what it was. A mechanic where you take cards would cost less if you discarded them, so you needed a way to discard them. Very interesting. It's a black-green deck. That's what, yeah, honestly, I like the Torment deck. It's very interesting. It's called the Black Set because it had the most disproportionate amount of black cards in the set as opposed to any other set, I think, in the history. So there hasn't really been a set like that since. It's a cool deck. Honestly though, looking back, Insanity was not, it's not really, out of those choices, Spectral Slam would have been the coolest probably, but who am I to complain? So apparently I mentioned my brother's friend in that one because I still remember his brother's friend was like, he asked my brother later, he's like, oh, so what deck did your brother pick? And my brother's like, oh, Insanity. He's like, oh no, fuck! God damn it! So he was like, what deck should I pick? And he was like, oh, I should pick, let's do one more. Oh my god. He's like, he picked Insanity, and he's like, oh no, he should have picked Spectral Slam. Looking back, it would have been cool to pick that one. But I don't regret it. I don't regret anything. I'm like, so yeah, that was the start of my thing. So I started properly playing Magic after that. I learned how to play it, I guess. Got a bunch of booster packs. Yeah, back then it was a cool time. Back in the early 2000s. Can this guy just come into a place where I can shoot him with bullets that are my huge? Oh, there you go. Wow, whoa, nice try. Yeah, going back to how it applies to this game. Okay, I can't lose this run now. Going back to how it applies to this game though. A lot of cards. Let me name off some of the items that are based on Magic the Gathering cards. We have. So last one I got something called Circle of Protection, right? That's a Magic card. There are 5 colors of Magic, so that one is like, you know, depending. You got Circle of Protection, fucking blue, white, red, black, green. So very interesting. In the card game, it basically grants you immunity to that color. So it'd be a very hard counter towards, what the fuck is that? Towards certain decks. But oh shit. You know how I said I wouldn't die? Guess what? Yeah. I guess this video is just gonna be me dying a lot. So yeah, that Circle of Protection is a Magic card. We got Contract from Below. It's also a Magic card. If you didn't know, now you know. Contract from Below is a Magic card. I think I mentioned this before, right? It's where you in the old Magic where the you'd have ante. It basically means you bet cards on games. So if you win, you like, oh, shit, you get a card. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Who the fuck designed this room? Where's the second secret room? Oh, weird. I can't go back through those rooms. They give me heart tremors. So yeah. So Contract from Below is that card. So it do something like it double the ante for you, but it give you a new hand or something. It's basically, that's why it's Contract Below. It's like wealth at any cost. That's the description in this game, right? That's pretty much it, man. You just basically gotta oh no. Basically you sacrifice, you know, in this one it's like you sacrifice your own, oh beautiful, sacrifice your own health to sort of get stronger. Oh, this is not good. Okay, if I'm a bit quiet, let's do one more, huh? See, it's probably because I have to think about these Magic cards because it's been a while. Fuck this. Okay. So yeah, Circle of Protection, Magic card. Contract from Below, Magic card. Spirit of the Night, also a Magic card. In fact, that's a direct reference. The way your character looks after you pick up Spirit of the Night is exactly how the card art looks like for that card. What else is a Magic card? Oh, the most famous example. This is a card in Rebirth, I think. It's not the original. Black Lotus. What the fuck was that? This game's bullshit. So yeah, Black Lotus is basically known as the single most powerful card in the entire Magic game. So powerful that it's banned in every single sort of game mode you can think of. Let's do one more because I'm not finished talking about Black Lotus yet. So Black Lotus is a card. You tap it, sacrifice it. You add 3 mana of any color. 3 like so you can do like 2 of one or 1 of each. You know. Oh my god. It's a very cool card. But it's banned. In fact, if you have an actual printed copy of the Black Lotus, you have that thing is like worth about $1,000, I think. So what? Fuck!